I'm Jacob Livingston, and I'm going to be telling my story when I was in an emergency landing. So 2 summers ago, we were in Oregon, and we are coming back home. And I believe we were on a flight from Minneapolis to Minot. And I really wanted to get home because it was a long trip. And we got on the plane, and I was watching a movie called Collateral, and because it's hard for me to sleep on a plane. And so after a little while, I was watching my movie, and then all of a sudden there was a smell of smoke. And I looked up in the aisle, and there was just smoke coming from the cockpit onto the ceiling. And after a little bit, the intercom went off from the pilot saying that we were gonna have an emergency landing. And so everyone's kind of looking around, and I was looking out the windows because I was kind of freaking out, and I was just freaking out. And I was looking out the windows, and there was only fields. So I thought we were gonna land in a field. But we ended up landing in Fargo that night, and we were met with police and fire department. And we were probably stuck on the plane for about 20 to 30 minutes with fire department, and we waited. Then once we got off the plane, we went to the gates, and we waited there for about an hour or two, and we were all wondering what was gonna happen if we weren't gonna get home that night, or if a plane was gonna come that night, but no one had any idea. But we had to, after a little bit, they told us that we had to go stay at a hotel and wait for a rescue plane to come in the morning. So we waited around for another 30 to 40 minutes that night in a line to get vouchers for the hotel. And after a little while, a shuttle came by and picked us all up to go to the hotel. And once we got there, I got about 3 to 4 hours of sleep that night, and we all had to wake up at 5 a.m. And then we were shuttled back to the airport, and we finally got to go home.